Hello students, we're going to add polynomials, and basically this is actually a very simple procedure. When you adding polynomials, then all you do at first, you can just drop the parentheses and rewrite the whole thing without the parentheses. So let's look at it. We can write minus 4k to the fourth power plus 14 plus 3k squared, and then you have plus and minus. That's minus. You don't have to write plus and minus next to it. We know that plus times minus is negative. We have 3k to the fourth power minus 14k squared and negative 8. So basically, if there is a plus between those two parentheses, all we do first, we just drop the parentheses and rewrite all the terms. Now, once you did that, you want to go from left to right and see what we can combine. Now, keep in mind that the like terms are the same terms that have the same variable and exponent. For example, if you have, let's say you have a x to the fifth power and another like 2x to the fifth power, and let's say you have a 3x to the fifth power. Those are like terms. Or let's say if you have 2x to the fifth power and then you have 3x to the sixth power. Those are not like terms, okay? So like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. It does not matter what's the coefficient in front of it. So let's combine the like terms. We have minus 4k to the fourth power, and I'm looking for more k to the fourth power. So notice that there is another minus 3k to the fourth power. So we have negative 4 minus 3, it's minus 7k to the fourth power, okay? Then I'm going to take next term, and I have 14, and now I'm going to look for another number without a variable because those would be the like terms. So now we have 14 minus 8, which is positive 6. Okay, and then we have next term is 3k squared, and we see here is negative 14k squared, which is negative 11k squared. Even though it kind of looks like we are already done with the problem, you always want to write the problem in standard form, which means from the highest exponent to the lowest exponent. Now, in this case, over here, we don't have a variable with exponent. This would kind of mean if you just have like 6, this is the same as 6x to the 0 power, because anything to 0 power is 1, okay? So now we're going to write this term in standard form, which is negative 7k to the fourth power minus 11k squared and then plus 6. All right, so I hope this was helpful, and you go ahead and try the problem here below, and if you have any questions, ask me in class, okay? Now we are going to look at subtracting polynomials. Over here, notice that you have a negative sign, so we're gonna do a little bit something different, but with the first term, since there is no negative sign, I'm just going to copy this whole part, the first expression, which is we have 12a to the fifth power minus 6a minus 10a cubed. So when we have a negative number in front of the parentheses, what we do, we're gonna change all the signs in parentheses to the opposite. The reason is that if there is negative sign, it means that there is negative 1. It's like invisible 1, right? We call that invisible 1. So we have negative 1 times 10a would be negative 10a. We have negative 1 times negative 2a to the fifth power, which is positive 2a to the fifth power. And then we have negative 1 times negative 14a to the fourth power, which is positive 14a to the fourth power. Okay, so we did rewrite this polynomial. Now we have to combine like terms. Let's start from left to right and see what we can do, what we can combine. Now we have 12a to the 5th power plus 2a to the 5th power, which is 14a to the 5th power. Okay, then we have, let's do different color. I have negative 6a, and I'm looking for terms that don't have an exponent. So negative 6a minus 10a is negative 16a. And now we have negative 10a cubed. There is no more 10a cubes or any a cubes, so I'm just gonna write down negative 10a cubed. I wanted to change the color so you guys can see where that number came from. So let me do this over here, this color. So it's gonna be negative 10a cubed. And as you can see, we pretty much did cancel a lot of things here, or took care of a lot of things here. And now we have one more. Let's do green. Notice that we still have 14a to the 4th power. There are no any other terms with a to the 4th power, so we still have to write this term down to the 4th power. Now the question is this polynomial in standard form? The answer is no, because in standard form we have to have them from highest power to the lowest power. So the highest power is the highest exponent, which you can see it's 5. So we're gonna write 14a to the 5th power. The next one would be plus 14a to the 4th power. The next one is negative 10a 3rd power. And the last one is minus 16a. So now we can tell that the polynomial is in standard form. So go ahead and work on this problem over here. Ask me questions in class if you have any questions, or email me. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful.